What is going on, YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today. Today I am bringing you guys some more BDSP Wi-Fi battles. Today we are going up against Mark. Mark is rocking out of a Gliscor, Latios, Blissey, Scizor, Darkrai, and Umbreon. I'm rocking out with the Ambipom, Weavile, Latios, Scizor, Heatran, and Rotom team. This is a very cool team. I have not used Latios and Weavile yet in BDSP, so I thought, hey, why not go ahead and try and use it. The question of the day, though, what is your summer plans? Me and my wife are currently talking about building a porch. This will be, we've not got a proper porch built yet to our house. We have somewhat of a makeshift porch that we built. Me and my dad has built when I first moved in, but we finally got some money saved up, and we want to build us a porch, and it's gonna be we're looking at it and dreaming about it anyway. It's gonna be somewhat of a nicer porch, you know. We're wanting to at least have half on one side of our house. We want it to be stretched out, you know, pretty big and pretty long, and we want to have some family get-togethers and stuff and just have a dandy of a time. But yeah, just kind of let me know what you guys' plans are for this summer. We're also thinking about building a gazebo. I got a fire spot. We've had basically since I've moved, we just kind of had that as a spot that's our designated fire spot. Well, we're gonna burn some wood and just get that spot nice and burnt down, and we're thinking about putting a gazebo there now. So things are, at least in our spot, is changing. We're gonna be moving stuff around, trying to make things happen. But anyway, let's get into this battle. Did you see what he done? He thundered paralyzed my Weavile on the switch. Yeah, Weavile never lucky to begin the game. Come on now, Weavile. It's alright. Blissey's a pain. Especially this set. It's an Ice Beam Thunder Flamethrower set with the Serene Grace, I'm pretty sure. And this thing has plenty of coverage, and it's really a pain to deal with. We had to let, unfortunately, Weavile had to go down. Ambipom's out here though. And really and truthfully, if I can build those last resorts up, we can take care of this Blissey, no problem. What I mean by building the last resorts, for the ones that don't know, my Ambipom is carrying the metronome item. That's just allowing its last resorts to hit super hard. And you know what? Heck, I'll show you. Watch how hard this hits. Like, this is level 1 last resort, right? Well, with the metronome, it'll be hitting harder and harder each turn because we're using the same move over and over again. And over time, you know, that builds up to a very powerful attack. Watch. We're gonna go hit this last resort again, and that's supposed to be the physical wall, Gliscor, right? Yeah, he can't take another hit. So now he's switching to the Moon Devil, which, hey, that's Umbreon. You know what? That's fine. Let's just go ahead, do almost half, right? I guarantee you, if we want to try it, we might have a chance to knock that Umbreon out. That we might. And if not, what can Umbreon do to us in return? Let's find out if we can knock it out. Not quite. Foul play coming off. You know what? Ambipom still takes that. We're putting some dents onto these walls either way. So you know what? Ambipom's definitely doing his part. Protect. Hey, that's fine. The reason I say that's fine, because we're still going for the last resort. So in my book, you know, metronome, we've not changed our attack. So therefore, we still got the metronome boost. So yeah, you know what? We're running out of last resorts, and we ain't picked up necessarily a KO yet, but we're putting in the work. Now, what happens when Ambipom uses all of his last resorts, you may ask? Hey, he's still kind of a valuable Pokemon, just the Fake Out in general, because his Fake Out does a lot of damage. But at that point too, he can kind of become a fodder Pokemon. You know, we can switch him out, bring him back in to be a fodder. Hey, we just took out a huge wall, by the way, with Umbreon. Umbreon is super huge, and NU Pokémon's being able to knock it out is very nice. Scizor coming out. Now we know the Bullet Punch is coming. We do have free... Oh, I misclicked. We had free Last Resorts left. The ideal situation was to actually go out to Heatran. I was checking, but apparently I double clicked my A button. So you gotta love that situation sometimes, right? It's alright. It's not the end of the world. We do have to worry about the Blissey in a little bit, but check my Scizor out. We got Rock Smash, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, let's go out into our Heatran. Heatran definitely threatens this Scizor, and I'm almost certain that you're not running Rock Smash on your Scizor. I'm almost 100% certain, because who does that? Expecting to switch, I'm going to go ahead and set up my Stealth Rocks. Because there's no way the Scizor wants to stay in on a Heatran, right? Yeah. So we do get our Stealth Rocks up. And okay, so Gliscor comes out. That's nice. It could have almost been foddering this Gliscor, but now it's got like a second wind of life. But I think overall, Stealth Rocks is the most important move in this situation, because we knew the switch was happening. Because we can always catch that Gliscor later. That's not the hardest thing to try and catch for this squad anyway. Expecting the Earthquake, we can easily go out into Latios. We could have went to Rotom as well, but Latios is here, and this Latios has the White Herb, so just hopefully it's not a knockoff. Please don't be going for knockoff. Thank you. I'll take a Roost. So what I was saying was we're a White Herb. We're a White Herb Latios. That basically means every time we go, or the first time we go for Draco Meteor, we get that special attack drop. Well, it doesn't really matter, because our White Herb will activate, and then we get, let's see how I word it. We get basically another Draco Meteor. Our stats are reset, so it's really nice to have the White Herb. Blissey comes out. I didn't want to overpredict or nothing, basically due to the fact, yes, I knew the Blissey was coming, but we're a special attacker, and getting a freeze would have been nice, you know. Don't necessarily want to waste my Draco Meteors knowing that this Blissey is still around. So, that's fine. We know potentially an Ice Beam is coming. It could also be a Flamethrower. It might be smarter to go out to our Rotom to take it, see what they want to do. I want to try and get my Scizor in, but at the same time, Scizor, we need to get some damage on this Blissey, right? Because if they got max defense on this Blissey, Scizor might not be able to take it out with a Rock Smash. So we definitely need to get the damage out. Make it look like we're not really threatening it though. We could Trick. Yeah, that might be the best thing. Trick the Blissey. That way, he's only stuck using the one move from here on out. You know, I'll take the leftovers. So now he's stuck using Thunder. We know that he only can use Thunder. That's actually very useful, because that really limits what that Blissey can do. And that will help us take it out. Alright, so he's locked into Thunder. We still don't necessarily want to go in our Scizor just yet. I think right now we go back up to the Latios. And I mean, eventually he's going to want to switch, right? He can't hit our Latios super effective. He'll be like, man, I can't do nothing. And plus, you're missing. So I'm going to predict the switch here. I'm going to go for a Draco Meteor, see what happens. He might stay in, which he does. You know, right here is not a bad situation, though, for us, because we can get the decent damage. Not bad damage at all. That's in range. Right at that moment, I'm pretty sure we're in range of a Scizor being able to come in and go for Rock Smash. So that's good information to note. He's still going for Thunder. We have White Herb, so our Draco Meteor should still be doing quite a bit of damage here. We actually got a crit, I believe. And that's awesome, you know? That is fantastic. It looks like he's staying in with the Blissey at this point, too. He's just going to go ahead and give that up. That's, to me, I feel like that's a mistake. Because, you know, Blissey definitely could still be considered useful, but with the Choice Scarf, you know, it's going to be really hard to utilize, so I can see. But hey, finally, Latios is able to take out Blissey on the channel, right? Every time I go up against a Latios on the other side, and if I have Blissey just walls the crap out of it. So it's nice to see that Latios, but on our side, can actually handle a Blissey. Now Darkrai comes out. So, okay, Scissor's not a bad Pokemon here, but we gotta be careful of Dark Void, right? Definitely can miss. Latios might not be the worst option to stay in here, just to go for however much damage we can with our Draco Meteor. Go down, maybe, potentially. Dark Pulse. Okay, so Darkrai is faster, and I don't know Darkrai's base stats at all. I've seen where he has Life Orb. Okay, very interesting. I've seen where Pokeaim, I ain't watched the video, I figured it was just an April Fool's joke, where he posted that Darkrai went down to NU. Like I said, I figured it's just an April Fool's joke, but, you know, here's my opponent using a Darkrai, so I didn't watch the video. I just seen the thumbnail, so I don't really know. Don't necessarily know what Darkrai wants to do in this situation. Let's just go for Bullet Punch. I don't expect it to take it out. In fact, though, he's actually kind of afraid. Okay, that's interesting. Goes back out into the Gliscor. That's fine. Get the Bullet Punch off. Do some decent chip. By the time, though, he gets that Poison Heal and everything. Yeah, it's still not looking that bad, though. What can he do to us? Potentially Flamethrower. Or not Flamethrower, Fire Fang. But most of them do not carry that. He could be going for Earthquake. And I think either way, if we go into Rotom, we're in a good boat, right? Remember, our Rotom has obtained the leftovers thanks to the Blissey. So we're no longer a fast Rotom. So we do got to keep that in mind too. We're still... Oh, knockoff. So good play. Good play. There's not much that Gliscor can do to us in this situation. Could be expecting a switch. But right now, let's just go for the Hydro Pump. See what happens. If we land this, it still hurts majority of your Pokemon. Latios does come out. That's a big threat that we might have to try and figure out how to deal with. Scizor. If we can get +2 on our Scizor, we're in a good spot, I believe. Expecting the Latios to just want to take us out with the Energy Ball, yeah. Okay, so man, this is getting intense because I'm running out good Pokemon, right? To deal with these stuff. Latios really doesn't threaten Scizor. So let's go out into Scizor, try and set up a Sword Stance. This is a little risky, right? You're like, why would you set up a Sword Stance in front of Latios? Latios is one of the most powerful Pokemon in the game. And I know, trust me, this doesn't feel good. But Surf coming out. Scizor, please. Whew, we can actually take it relatively well. Set up the Sword Stance. Now we're a +2 Scizor. Latios isn't known to be the bulkiest guy, especially EV trained wise. So maybe our Bullet Punch is going to be enough to take it out. We hope at +2. What we got? It is. Fantastic. Alright, so Scizor is set up. We got the Bullet Punch, Technician boosted Stab. Last situation you went for was Knockoff. We'll have to just go for Bullet Punch. Scizor is basically our win con here. If he goes for Earthquake, that's a good play. Let's see what he does. He goes for Earthquake. Does that take us out, though? It does not. Scizor living on 2 HP. Oh man, this battle is getting intense quickly. Let's get our next Bullet Punch off. And Scizor is going to be claiming the KO onto the Gliscor. We are sitting at 2 HP. This is getting intense. Let's see, I know you got the Darkrai left. Darkrai is Life Orb, so I'm assuming it ooh, you got your own Scizor. I got Heatran. I do have Heatran, but can Heatran deal with Darkrai? That I don't have the answer for. I don't know. In this situation, I'm expecting him to go for his own Bullet Punch. So I'm going to go for mine. Let Scizor go down. Basically, he might go for a Sword Stance here too. That would have been an interesting play. But he does go for a Bullet Punch of his own. So, okay. Our Scizor does go down, unfortunately. Like I said, it's up to Heatran. We should be able to deal with this Scizor. The question is, can we deal with Darkrai? And if I remember correctly, this is a special defensive Heatran. The question is, do we have enough firepower in the tank to actually take out the Darkrai? Darkrai showing that it is an offensive variant. Also, can we maybe avoid a Dark Void, please? I mean, because I don't necessarily think if we go asleep, that could be game over. Darkrai showing that it's faster than Latios. I don't know its stats personally. Ah, man, this is getting intense. This is getting intense. Darkrai coming out. Darkrai takes some Stealth Rock damage, and it's gonna be close. Yeah, our best move is actually Flamethrower. So let's go for it. Here comes the Dark Pulse. He's trying to flinch us too, maybe, potentially. Do not flinch us. And Heatran gets the Flamethrower off. And that's enough to KO. We won. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we win this battle. If you guys enjoyed this intense battle, you guys will also enjoy this battle on your screen right now. Go check that out. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun. Thanks again for watching. This is Wi-Fi Merman signing out. Peace.